You rang?
Yeah, I need the locker pages.
I already turned in that one script.
Oh, was Henson uncomfortable with the Muppets on a plantation?
It was a musical number.
I don't think that's a problem.
I just can't write for those little hairy-faced cloths.
Well, I need something for Henson. We go live in an hour.
You cannot say horny on NBC.
Did you see what that evangelical cunt did to our pages?
I'll be right back.
She wants to say sexy instead of horny.
Sexy and horny just don't mean the same thing.
I struggle to see the difference.
Well, if a dog is humping her leg, it's horny.
It's certainly not sexy.
What on earth are you doing?
I'd rather butt-fuck cancer than make these changes.
Your words don't scare me, Mr. O'Donoghue. I am a woman of God.
I'd heard God's love is blind, now I know why.
TV Tan Podcast, episode 0513.
That's right. 513 episodes of you listening to this wonderful podcast that only matters if you pay attention to TV.
Yeah, you should follow us on Blue Sky, tvtanpodcast.bsky.social. There's a bit of a Blue Sky boom happening right now.
Is this the Blue Sky just underground, or what are we dealing with?
It's getting overground. I mean, we're also on the Threads, and we're still on the Zitter.
Yeah, we're on that page there. So thank you, Leon Muskie. Thank you.
If you happen to see us out there on the Blue Skies, give it a follow. And I don't know if you've seen Billy Bob Thornton making the press rounds for his new series, Landman, on Paramount Plus.
I just watched the last 2 episodes, but I haven't seen his press releases here. How
he's looking like Johnny Depp's understudy out there on the talk show circuit. He's wearing like a beanie and a hat on top of it.
I did see that.
So a hat on top of a hat, and then like a whole lot of chains.
Uh-oh.
And some paired with a tasteful plaid shirt.
Okay.
It's getting kind of weird out there for Billy Bob.
So, big question, and this is the most important question we should be asking here, because we are feminist as fuck here.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Where's Amber Heard? And also, is she staying the fuck away from him?
She should, yeah. She would have no reason to be anywhere near him anyway.
I'm just saying, for any and all women near Billy Bob, he is like a precious cubic zirconia, and also all women just don't.
Yeah, he's just out there making the rounds, looking like a disco pirate. It's little bit distracting. Yeah, Disco Pirate. That sounds like a good title. And it's a little distracting when he's talking about, his big new Taylor Sheridan drama on Paramount Plus, the Landman, which I have not seen yet.
I did get to see that this morning.
Also, I've not seen the finale of Tulsa King yet.
Oh.
So I'm going to get to both of those.
What?
I'm going to get to both of them.
All right. You've been kind of busy.
In the meantime, before we get to any of that, I want to say who is bringing you this week's episode?
Well, that would be our good friends at Ogden's Own Distillery. They bring to us the Madame Patarini Gin. We haven't had this for a while.
Nope.
And we just, we're going to keep it simple with the gin and tonic. That's the only way that we're going to get through things, with positivity, flowery drinks, and, fuckery.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all that's needed to be said.
And we're going to be talking about the big Mike Tyson, Jake Paul fight in a minute.
Yeah, thank you.
In a minute. I didn't watch it. I was barreling through the latest batch of episodes of Cobra Kai.
Barreling or binge watching, or just zombie watching?
I was engaged. It's
You were?
it's a pretty good set of 5 episodes. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
getting 5 and 5 and 5 in the final 6th and final season of Cobra Kai. I believe the next batch drops in February of next year. And yeah, so far liking it.
Okay.
Especially the last episode number 10.
Oh.
Just a lot of fighty.
A lot of fighting.
Oh my God, everybody's fighting everybody.
Everybody is kung fu fighting.
Everybody is karate fighting.
Da, 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 da.
No, you can't do that.
No, but yes, I can.
No, you can't do that.
I can.
Okay.
Guess what? And who's going to cancel us at this point? I mean, really? Try us.
And yeah, just wanted to get to some news items here because I actually made an effort to round up some news items.
You did?
Yeah, I know, right? Usually I just go in
You just
blindly.
go right into what new movie or new TV we need to see, and
Yeah. I'm not. I might get to that. I might not. But Red One.
Oh.
Dwayne Johnson, Chris Evans, and J.K. Simmons. Apparently, the reviews be damned. It's doing just fine.
Ugh.
Did like 34.1 million domestic.
Okay. So, and I have to prepare myself because I'm going to be going to Sacramento.
Really? When?
And, it's going to be in December.
Okay.
And I got to deal with my, not only my brother-in-law, but his sons, my nephews. How huge is this with the bros?
I don't know with the bros, but it's doing some decent business. So it was looking like last year. This movie's been done for 2 years now. And it was looking like last year that it was just going to go directly to Prime Video and fuck the theaters altogether. That was last Christmas. Now, this Christmas season, we finally got it.
Okay. So on a scale of 1 to A Christmas Vacation, where does this land?
I don't know. I have not seen it. I know it looks kind of bombastic and superhero-y. And yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna see it eventually.
Let me rephrase this. How many drinks do I need to have?
I don't know if they'll be showing this at the office.
You sure?
Maybe they might.
I think they're going to.
I think it would have opened there.
I think it's going to. So
okay, it's eventually going to get to Prime Video. But also in this movie are Lucy Liu, Kiernan Shipka. She's a villain.
Oh, okay.
Kiernan Shipka is a villain. Bonnie Hunt, Nick Kroll. The aforementioned J.K. Simmons, so the thing's doing pretty well.
Wait a minute. The Gurgler is involved in Red One?
The Gurgler, yes.
See, kids, what we're trying to reference is the TV show, the franchise that you haven't paid attention to.
Probably not. It's a little dry and dark, so probably not.
And this is the opposite of that.
Yeah. And also last week I happened upon an episode of Dr. Odyssey on ABC.
Oh, dear.
It's also on next day on Hulu. And I came in like towards the end of the episode. Apparently somebody had fallen overboard. Irretrievably.
Oh dear.
They fucking dead.
Oh.
So we take a moment of sadness.
Tragedy. Tragedy.
And then Joshua Jackson and the other two, I believe their characters' name are Avery and Tristan. They're on the ship as well. They're part of the medical team there.
Sure, let's go with that.
And yeah, so first they go down to the kitchen and dig into because this guy was set to be married.
Okay.
And his bride is all sorts of distraught, and of course we got this wedding cake that we're not going to be able to use. So they just go in there and start pawing into it, for one thing. And then they start drinking some champagne, and then all of a sudden it's Pacey in a three-way.
What?
We fade out to credits, and so we have a three-way on Dr. Odyssey.
Holy.
And it's kind of making me think, first of all, fuck that dead guy. We're gonna get it on.
Okay, now
it was very bizarre. Then we were like, next week on Dr. Odyssey.
Now I'm understanding more and more why Disco Pirate is gonna be our title of this show.
Oh man, I don't even know. Apparently,
fuck me. This is awesome.
This is what I missed in earlier in the episode. Wait, no, this is the next episode after that. Gay Week. John Stamos is Don Johnson's younger brother.
Oh, don't tempt me.
Who's on board with his new boyfriend.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
And we even have an appearance by Bob the Drag Queen.
What?
Yeah.
No. Why are you tempting me with a good time?
I don't know. I'm just saying, Dr. Odyssey, there might be something there.
Okay.
There might be something worth watching there.
Maybe. And also, let me stress this. Don't tempt me with the fabulous time. So, okay. Now that we got that out of the way.
Yeah, you know what the number one movie on streaming right now is?
I don't want to know.
It's actually the number one TV series, and I'm okay with this. It's all right.
What is it?
It recently dethroned Love Is Blind.
Oh, thank God.
It is The Lincoln Lawyer.
Really?
Yeah,
What?
not a bad show.
Wait a minute. Didn't we talk about this like 2, 3, whatever years ago?
It's currently in its third season right now.
Okay.
So we've talked about it before, and I think it's a David E. Kelly joint, or is it a Ryan Murphy joint? I don't know. I don't remember who's behind
I
it.
think it's David E. Kelly.
Yeah,
if memory serves.
Yeah, it's a lawyer show.
Yeah.
It's a war lawyer show with quirky characters. Chief amongst them, Becky Newton from Ugly Betty.
And for the record, no Matthew McConaughey's were turned.
No, we got a guy in here. I don't remember his name, but it's doing okay. It's beating out Outer Banks.
What?
Love Is Blind. Even Bob's Burgers. Bob's Burgers is big time on streaming.
What?
Watching reruns of Bob's Burgers, yeah.
Wow.
In these times,
Just.
wouldn't you rather watch reruns of Bob's Burgers instead of the news?
Well, I've been watching that, and I've been on Pluto TV with the Pluto TV 007.
The 007 channel on. Yeah, okay.
That's all I need, but that's a different story. We'll get to that Milagro Manifesto in a minute. So,
And even more news, we most recently closed out the debut season of The Golden Bachelorette.
why is that a thing still?
So
Why?
Netflix, a lot of Netflix news this week. Netflix
Oh.
has its own version. It's called Later Daters. It's about boomers getting back into the dating field. It's a reality show, of course.
What's it called again? Boomer what?
Later Daters.
Later Daters.
Yeah. Clever, huh?
Sigh. Let me guess. It's based in Florida. Is that where I'm taking this?
I don't know where it's based.
I'm just guessing because of the Gators.
Later, Dater, and Gators. Get them all in there at the same time.
Get it all.
Yeah. And I'd love to tell you more about this TV show, but
You have some sense of dignity.
the zombie computer is
Oh, your zombie computer.
it's not going to make it through the year, I don't think.
Okay. So all I'm hearing is you're checking out of that shit, and I'm checking out of a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And that's okay. That's okay. But what we're trying to say is if we've checked out of that shit, you don't need to watch it that hard. It ain't even soft watching. It ain't even hate watching.
Oh, here's the twist on this show. Later Daters is from the production company Higher Ground. You know who's behind that?
Let me guess. Ryan Murphy?
Barack Hussein Obama and Michelle Obama.
Fuck you. No. No. I'm already disappointed enough. Why are you doing this to me, man? Why? I am not drunk enough.
No, you're not.
No, I
Not this week.
know. Well, still, I'm trying to drink the stupid away. This is not helping. Seriously, Barack and
Yeah, it's a co-production between their company and another one. Yeah, I know. So disappoint, right?
I have enough disappointment already. Why are you adding to this? And moving along.
Yeah, also Barack Obama has a Netflix docuseries coming out this week. It's called Our Oceans. It's about life under the sea.
Okay.
Narrated by Barry himself.
Okay. So President Obama is narrating to us why our oceans are disappearing, and even faster, given the orange agenda that's going to happen. I mean, I'm just saying the quiet part out loud.
I'm saying he's not going to get to do shit.
He's
going to get to do some shit.
So
but there's a whole legal wall around the shit.
In other words, he's Al Goring this.
Maybe, yeah.
Look, until he says, "Hey, I hear a whale in distress," I am not fucking hearing
Yeah,
it.
Barack Obama is not the new Aquaman. Okay, just letting you know that.
Oh, and also that's a 30 Rock reference. Wait a minute. I hear a whale needing my assistance. Until that happens, I don't want to fucking hear it.
Yeah, we have an impending death to report here.
Oh, tragedy?
Freebie. You ever watch Freebie? It's part of Prime Video, part of the whole Amazon TV sphere.
Gee, is it? I wonder why it's going away.
Well, the thing about
I think I know. I just want to hear it out loud.
Well, the thing about Freebie was, and it was the home to Jury Duty and Bosch Legacy and a couple of others, and it was a free standalone app.
Yep.
That had commercials.
Kind of like Pluto, kind of like Tubi. And...
Yep, like all those. Everybody has one now.
Yep.
And but then they started adding commercials to Prime Video, and you got to pay extra to get the commercial-free experience.
Lame.
Yeah, but the commercial load isn't really that bad on Prime Video yet. But they figured, oh wait, now this makes Freebie and Prime Video the same fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just get rid of this other one.
Exactly.
Yeah, so Freebie's going away. If you were a fan of that.
How many people were a fan?
I don't know.
Okay. No, you don't pay attention to
because
that anymore.
Most people, well, I still do a little bit.
Okay.
But most people in this country have a Amazon Prime membership. Therefore, they get the Prime Video along with it. So a lot of people have it and may not even know they have it.
And let's talk about the elephant in the room here. The only reason I can't speak for you, I can speak for myself. The only reason I have Prime Video is because I need to keep up with the shit you're talking about.
Oh yeah.
And I have to. So, and plus, who knows when that Rings of Power new season is going to come out?
Yeah. Speaking of new seasons of shit, did you catch the season 5? What was it? No, it's season 5 second half premiere of Yellowstone last week.
I did not.
It was on the Paramount Network, not Paramount Plus. Paramount put it across Paramount Network, Comedy Central, VH1, MTV. It was on all the channels simultaneously.
In other words, it was on full blast.
I don't know how that makes the ratings better.
All right.
Because you can only watch one at a time. My DVR captured the one from the feed from Comedy Central.
Okay.
Which is fucking funny to see a Comedy Central logo down in the bottom corner when you're watching Yellowstone.
Oh, this is awesome.
Which is mostly humorous, humorless, and and they also showed it on CBS broadcast. Okay. I didn't watch that. I need to check in with the CBS broadcast version of Yellowstone to see exactly how much they've censored it. Because swears.
Yeah. Because they're trying to be adult, and CBS is trying to be your dad, Red Utah. They're saying, no, you're not adult enough for that.
So in the non-streaming world, the season 5 part 2 premiere of Yellowstone did 16.4 million viewers. That's no streaming involved whatsoever. That's all strictly cable TV and CBS broadcast.
Oh, okay.
So that's pretty fucking big.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's disappointed about the way they did away with John Dutton, Kevin Costner's character.
You weren't missing him that much.
See, he wasn't in the new season, but they kind of wrote him out in a way they said they wouldn't. Taylor Sheridan said, I won't kill him off. Spoiler, he killed him off.
Of course he did.
But it was like this is all spoilery here, so if you haven't seen it yet, just fuck off for a couple minutes. So John Dutton, the villains, Jamie, the son, conspiring with his new cohort villainess. I can't remember her character's name or the actor's name, but she is from House of Lies.
Oh,
she plays a very good villain. Right. She arranged it to make it look like a suicide. And everybody knows John Dutton would not have suicided himself.
Yeah.
So it was just to get him out of the way.
Why am
so it's like a big fucking metaphor from Taylor Sheridan.
Why am I getting some Dallas Who Killed J.R. Ewing vibes here?
Yeah, a lot of that.
See, kids, Dallas used to be a show back in the day about...
Man, everybody Everybody watched that.
Oh, I am so digging deep into the archives here. See, kids, Dallas used to be a soap opera in the 80s here.
Yeah.
And it was pretty similar to what we're watching with the Yellowstone.
Yeah, Yellowstone is basically just Dallas with swears.
Dallas 2.0.
Dallas 2.0 with swears, the occasional nudity, the occasional violence.
Bigger question: when is Patrick Duffy gonna make an appearance?
That would be good. That would be really good.
How about
Actually, I would like to see a crossover episode between Tulsa King and Yellowstone.
Don't threaten me with a good time. Don't threaten me with a good time.
They're in the region.
Also, while we're on the topic here, because we are recording live on air, and this is we're incorporated, right? We're incorporated.
Whatever.
The point is, I'm trying to make, and I'm saying this to Taylor Sheridan's people, money, please. Just give us some money. We just solved your next season here. You're welcome. Money, please, now for $1 million per person. That's $1 million to you, Mr. Frost, and me. So we ask so little. Okay, I think that does that cover that?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right.
And The White Lotus season 3.
Oh, okay.
Coming, I believe. Does it say next year? Probably next year.
Why not?
Okay, so the who's joining the cast here? Carrie Coon.
What?
Carrie Coon from Fargo and various other things.
Okay.
She's very good.
Yeah.
Walton Goggins.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a big get right there.
Me with a good time.
Big get right there.
Okay.
Michelle Monaghan and Parker Posey.
Shut the fuck
Looking
up.
pretty good.
Why are you trying to threaten me with a good time?
Yeah, also
I'm trying not to have a good time.
Yeah, so Natasha Rothwell from season 1 will also return. Jennifer Coolidge will not because she dead.
Okay.
Spoiler. And Walton Goggins is gonna shake the shit up. We don't know. we don't know what capacity he'll be in there.
I can answer that question for you right now. He's not going to be the ghoul in White Lotus. Let's just get that out of the way. Two different things. Just get that out of your head.
And it says here Louis C.K. is back.
What?
The comedian.
Are you certain about that?
Well, on last week he sent out an email blast to his fans because I guess he's not on any of the socials. But he's got all their email addresses for when they had to sign up to stream his specials. So there you go.
Shit.
For those of you wondering what I've been doing, I've taken up sculpture, clay and stone, and drawing with charcoal. I've written a novel and I'm working on a second. That about wraps it up for me.
In other words, he's uncanceled. That's what he's trying to say.
Well, he's also back into the Netflix business. Kind of.
Uh-huh.
He directed his friend's new stand-up special called The Dark Queen. But who's Adrienne? No, who's the special for? God, who wrote this?
I don't know. You're looking at your janky computer here.
I'm looking at there. It's like, okay, whose special is it? It's a stand-up special. Adrienne Ida Palucci.
Huh?
Yeah, don't know who it is. But it's called The Dark Queen, and it premiered last week on Netflix.
Sure.
Louis C.K. directed it.
Okay.
So he's kind of back in the Netflix business.
In other words, he's there, but he's not there. He's not Harvey Weinstein, but he's not as good as Harvey Weinstein. That's all I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So look at all that fucking news I threw at you.
Yeah.
Like I actually prepared.
You did, and you prepare more than I do.
Just a little bit. Yeah, there's some new stuff coming up this week. We'll get to it later.
Is that meaning you're throwing it to me, sir?
Well, I want to throw in a movie review here, a movie plug anyway. Okay. Saturday Night.
Oh dear.
The movie about the behind the scenes of the very first episode of Saturday Night Live back in 1975.
Oh, okay. And that was directed by Jason Reitman.
Yes.
Let's get that out of the way.
Yeah. It's very moves really fast, very walkie and talkie, West Wing style.
Oh, very Aaron Sorkin.
Oh yeah, we're always moving it all the times. They played John Belushi as pretty much a grunting psychopath,
which is probably about right.
Dan Aykroyd is portrayed pretty well. They got a Chevy Chase. I don't know who any of the, but if and when you see Saturday Night, I want you to pay particular attention to who plays Jim Henson.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because he was on there.
See if you can guess who it is. I'm going to give you one hint. Succession.
Fuck.
That's all I'm going to say.
Seriously.
Yep.
That guy.
Also, George Carlin is portrayed by, I'm not going to tell you, just think, The Americans.
Shit.
Yeah.
It can't be.
Oh, it's so good.
Not that guy.
The casting is really fucking good.
Oh, fuck. And where can we watch this, Joy?
It's video on demand right now. You have to buy it or rent it.
Fuck.
But also Lamorne Morris as Garrett Morris, fucking amazing. He's got him down.
Oh my God! I would love to see this in a theater so I can watch this.
It might be still in theater somewhere.
In other words, we gotta talk to The Office.
Maybe they should run this. They should show this movie because it's really fucking good.
Look, let's talk to The Office.
But the thing, yeah.
Oh wait, we don't have the.
I will warn you. You need to have some familiarity with 70s Saturday Night Live. Otherwise, this is going to be all nonsense. It's not going to make any sense whatsoever.
So no backstory at all. It's just they go right into.
It just throws you right in.
Shit.
That Lorne Michaels is created and is producing this live Saturday night TV sketch show, which hasn't been done forever. And right now, the king of the ratings in that particular time slot is a rerun of Johnny Carson.
Shit.
And Johnny Carson is a little bit pissed that his reruns, therefore his residuals, are going to get. He's going to take a hit. So he's not too keen on having this show succeed. He even makes a phone call.
Wow.
I don't know if that's true, but he did make a phone call to Lorne Michaels saying, "You're going to fucking crash and burn, and I'm just going to get my rerun back."
I believe all of this just because of what I've read and heard about the history of Johnny Carson. I mean, funny guy, but motherfucker was a ruthless son of a bitch.
Yeah. All the original cast members, even Al Franken and Tom Davis get some repping in there. And also what was his name? Michael O'Donoghue. Very dark fucking character.
Jesus
in the
God,
early days.
you are diving deep into this.
Again, it helps to be familiar with 70s Saturday Night Live to catch everything that's going on, because I did watch the first episode of Saturday Night Live in 1975
you're
live.
that person.
I did see it.
See, kids.
My parents didn't know.
Yeah. And just to explain this, see, kids, Saturday Night Live debuted around 1970.
75.
75.
Right around this time.
Okay, so I was 1 year old around that time. My parents didn't know or gave a fuck about it, but you were around at that time so that you could appreciate.
Yeah.
And it should be pointed out, that's where the first host was George Carlin.
Yeah.
And, what a wild ride it's been since that time.
And, I think the only cast member who kind of gets a short shrift is Lorraine Newman. Not a lot of Lorraine Newman. We get some really good scenes with Gilda Radner, whoever's playing her, and whoever's playing Jane Curtin.
Okay.
Not a hell of a lot of time with Lorraine Newman.
All right. So what I'm hearing is, and I think I know the answer, this should have been a TV series.
Could have been, yeah.
I'm not, and that kind of segues nicely into Landman in a minute. So
yeah, well, it encapsulates the 90 minutes before the premiere of the first Saturday Night Live.
Yeah,
it's just a madhouse.
Well, and I was doing a little bit of reading before I came over here, because I was reading the Vulture article on Billy Bob Thornton and Landman.
Yeah.
And he was like, and this was like when he was in his Goliath phase on Prime Video.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, this is like the closest thing you could have to independent film, but you want to spend more time with the characters.
With a massive budget.
Yeah. Well, and it also helps that, you can kind of develop and really mold the characters, and more importantly, not wear a hat upon a hat. Who does that shit?
Yeah, he says this series is far more personality driven, more on a human level, and it's like you don't get with those superhero things.
Yeah, exactly.
Quote, superhero things.
Yeah, and two things on that. Fuck you. And secondly, I have some issues with Landman.
Okay, tell me about Landman, because I've not seen it yet, so don't spoil too much. But they dropped 2 episodes today, right?
So,
as we're on
yeah,
air.
they dropped 2 episodes. When I get to a spoiler, I am going to give you the indicator when to start fast forwarding. Kind of like when you listen to my sports reports.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
you're
like
that
that.
person.
Just like that.
Okay. So, Landman, in a general sense here, is a great show about what the oil industry is all about. And there are parts that are played out for dramatic effect, but there are some bon mots there that really explain the oil industry and why we're the way we are as a industry, as a country in general. And Billy Bob Thornton has this dark gallows humor that is so perfect for this series.
Yeah.
This encapsulates everything Taylor Sheridan does. And he's got the formula down to...
And did you read the thing where Taylor Sheridan said he wrote this around Billy Bob Thornton? He said, I'm going to write a character and you're going to play it. And then when you read it, you're going to fall in love with it. And that's exactly what happened.
I didn't read that part, but I believe it. Because, again, Taylor Sheridan formula right now, and it doesn't matter whether it's Landman or Lioness or Tulsa King or Yellowstone.
Or Mayor of Kingstown.
Thank you. It needs to have a mega star.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter who's playing the mega star, whether it's and let's go back down the list, whether it's Kevin Costner, Jeremy Renner, Zoe Saldana, Sylvester Stallone, or fucking Billy Bob Thornton. It just needs that gravitas, and then you have to have some superb casting around it to really draw you in to, and this is my theory here, you're dealing with Americana as a whole as to why we are the people that we are. And Landman...
So you're saying you're recommending this show?
I am recommending it, especially just for the fact that Billy Bob Thornton just... I got a feeling that motherfucker was improvising a lot of the dialogue.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, there's no probably here. He was just improvising here, especially with his ex-wife going, "Are you coming?" "No, I ain't coming." Are you going to be coming over?" "Well, that sums up our marriage, don't it?"
Oh, yeah.
And, there is one spoiler alert I am going to give here.
Okay.
So, as of right now, this is the... Hold on a second here. Let me just... can you time me at 2 minutes here? So...
How many minutes?
2 minutes.
Yeah,
This is
sure.
a 2-minute warning.
Sure.
So 2 minutes is where I'm going to offer a spoiler on the first episode of Landman.
Okay.
Starting, do you have your phone out right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Please get your phone out. No, seriously, because I don't have my phone in front of me here. So 2 minutes where I'm going to spoil a significant plot in Landman. And whenever you show it to me.
Go right ahead.
Okay. Okay, that's 2 minutes starting now. Okay. So at the one point in season 1, episode 1 of Landman, you're going to see Tommy Norris, that's Billy Bob Thornton's character. He is dealing with a whole bunch of shit with the oil rigs around his area. And his son, Cooper Norris, is also trying to make his way from the bottom to the top as a landman, hence the name of the episode there.
Yep.
And honestly, that first episode better be given some fucking Emmys to Emilio Rivera and Michael Pena of
Oh yeah, I forgot Michael Pena's in this.
Yeah, they guest starred there. And then there was a point in the show, and I'm sorry, Bill, I'm going to spoil this for you.
It's okay.
Okay. So they're going out to a particular area, and they're trying to open up an area of a oil rig. They're banging away, trying to get the thing to work, and that led to a spark, and they blew up.
Oh,
so,
no.
Yeah. So him, Michael Pena, and another actor who's of Hispanic descent, I don't remember right off the top of my head. They all die right in the first episode.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, number one, very great character building right there, but fuck you, Taylor Sheridan. Why do you have to let the Mexican people or brown people die? And that is where I'm going to say right now, this is going to be a very heated episode. And right there.
And we're back.
Yeah.
All
So you heard everything I need to know about Landman right there. It is definitely
Shocking development.
Oh, it's definitely something worth watching. I would definitely say because Emilio Riveros, he's on Instagram. He's not on that other place, I don't think. But,
Do we know him from anything?
oh yeah, you do.
Okay. What?
From Mayans and Sons of Anarchy.
Okay.
El Padrino.
Okay. All right.
You really had to ask me? Oh wait, that's right. I'm the brown person.
Yeah,
here.
you're the one who keeps
I'm
track.
the brown person that has to.
You're the one who keeps track of that.
Of course I do. I have to here, Colonel. So.
I remember him now.
Okay, thank you. And welcome back, everybody, to this TV10 podcast here. And do you have anything else you have to bring into the mix here?
Not yet, but I think it's about that time.
Oh, well then let's hit my music here, sir.
And sports with Tommy Milagro. Go team.
From the sports desk of the TV10 podcast, we deliver to you only the sport of professional wrestling. But there's going to be some
boxing?
Let's say that charitably here. So, but we're going to get into some other stuff.
65 million households tuned in.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Patience here. But let's talk about All Elite Wrestling.
Oh, okay.
Full Gear is their upcoming pay-per-view.
Yeah.
That's going to be coming up on November 23rd, which you can only see on Triller TV, and you can buy the package there at $49.99.
Not a sponsor.
Thank you very much, and fuck you, Tony Khan. Now that we got that out of the way, you're going to see a lot of major matches, including Orange Cassidy trying to vie for the All Elite Wrestling World Championship from Jon Moxley, and there is some indication that his Death Riders, not the Blackpool Combat Club anymore, but his Death Riders are going to be involved into the mix. And this is the funny part. Did you watch All Elite Collision this Saturday?
Yeah.
Did you watch the end?
I don't know what happened at the end.
So at the end of the broadcast, and I put it on the news and rumors section of SlamWrestling.net. You know, I write for them.
That's what I hear, yeah.
I mean, I just got an MBA. And they decided to go full November Rain with that. I mean, Guns N' Roses, video montage, November Rain.
Okay.
And the last time anybody saw
Did they play the whole thing?
Oh, fuck yes, they did.
That's like 10 minutes.
9.5. And the reason why I know that for a fact is the last time any of us saw that or heard that shit was ECW, Extreme Championship Wrestling. When it came to their signature pay-per-view, November to Remember, they would play that shit to the hilt.
Okay.
To prompt up November to Remember.
Okay.
And yeah, it is number one. It's on YouTube, but if you want to see it, it's in the news and rumors selection of SlamWrestling.net, and more importantly, you can see on the website in that same area, because I posted it there, some other November to Remembers with that same Guns N' Roses hill. So, let's get Axl Rose's residuals.
Oh,
Just-
okay.
Yeah. Now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about the sloth in the room. And that would be
Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson on Friday night.
Yep.
On the Netflix live
Now you didn't
with an
see it.
undercard that went on forever.
Yeah. Now you didn't see it.
Nope.
No. And
I saw some clips online though.
Okay. And what did you see of the clips? Let me start
Mike
with you.
Tyson's ass.
Yeah. We'll get to that.
A very brutal women's fight, which says here is the most watched professional women's sporting event in U.S. history.
Yep.
That particular match.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That was probably the most contested match of the entire card. I couldn't tell you what it was. I went to the other office, and by the other office, I mean Black Sheep, West Jordan.
They were showing it.
They were showing that at Black Sheep Bar and Grill,
Cool.
West Jordan.
All right.
Not for the record, not a sponsor yet. But yeah, I watched all 8 rounds of that, of Jake Paul versus Iron Mike Tyson. And hold on, let me get some Genius Juice in my gullet here.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, now I'm ready. So here's what I'm going to say on the subject. Because I have seen Mike Tyson in his prime
Yep.
destroy people in less time than it takes for me to set my wristwatch. And I did not see that Mike Tyson right there. Now, granted, Mike Tyson has a checkered history. He is a known rapist. Let's not lie here. He is a known, and I use the word loosely, celebrity. He has tried to rehab his image here.
Don't forget he solves mysteries.
That too. And the
With
Cartoon Network.
with Norm Macdonald as a pigeon.
Not anymore. I don't
Not
think.
anymore. Nope.
Yep. And then there's Jake Paul. And we've said it here, and I'll say it again here on the TV10 podcast. Let me back up here.
Okay.
Stop making garbage people famous!
But couldn't it be argued he actually is talented as a boxer
I don't...
and a wrestler? Or is that the other one?
No, that you're thinking Logan Paul.
Okay.
Logan Paul is talented.
Okay.
Jake Paul is... and here's the thing here. And I'm going to use the Chris Jericho book on the same subject here. So you beat up somebody that was 58 years old. And if you were beat up by that guy, you got beat up by somebody that was 58 years old.
So there's no winning is what you're saying.
There was no win in this whatsoever other than, and I'm going to go to
Other than Netflix.
That's probably the one win there. And I'm so glad I went to the other office so I didn't have to pay a fucking thing other than my beer and the pozole that they were serving, which, by the way, was delicious.
Okay. All right.
But here's the thing. There is no upside to this. This is summing up everything that involves politics and pro wrestling and boxing here. Because you're all a bunch of marks, you bought into this, and you wasted your money. So how about investing in things that are good in the future, which may not be Netflix anymore? Because as you pointed out earlier, there were some issues with them broadcasting the event live.
Yeah, they're supposed to be doing football on Christmas Day, aren't they?
Well, here's the other thing, and that brings up a point, because apparently there were buffering issues where it showed just Mike Tyson's ass and his,
That was probably on purpose.
Sure, let's go with that. But here's the thing, because Netflix is going to be the people that are going to be broadcasting WWE Raw. and any
Starting
other
January, yeah.
and any other pay-per-view going forward after January. So
Okay.
if they can't handle that shit,
So they won't be on the Peacock anymore?
they're not going to flock to the cock anymore.
Okay.
But at the same time, it kind of makes everybody wonder, why the fuck are they investing in a company that hasn't figured out how to broadcast things live without some stupid buffering? So maybe just
Well, I'm going to guess the audience for Raw is not going to be 60 million people.
you're saying that hopefully, but as I've learned from politics and pro wrestling and just boxing in general, you're all a bunch of marks. You got what you pay for, and it's going to be a shitty product because you wanted sports.
And sports, so tell me Milagro, go team. Jabronis.
Thank you. Oh, I was trying to figure out the best way to sign off.
Yeah.
That was a perfect one. Thank you.
Yeah, just a fuck ton of Netflix news this week. Besides all of that, the upcoming, whenever the hell it's going to be, second season of Wednesday with Jenna Ortega. The joining the cast will be Lady Gaga.
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in what role?
We don't know yet.
All right.
We also have some other new faces, including Steve Buscemi and Billy Piper joining season 2 of Wednesday.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. So, number one, what in the name of American Horror Story and shit, what was Buscemi on? Boardwalk Empire
Yes,
going on? Like, that's too much for my head to wrap around.
Yeah, we don't know.
Okay.
Also, I want to mention a couple of new things coming up this week. On Tuesday, Jimmy O. Yang from Silicon Valley has a new series that he co-created. And it's called Interior Chinatown. It's on Hulu. And it's about a guy, Jimmy, played by Jimmy O. Yang, who plays a background actor in a cop show. But then he stumbles on a vast conspiracy in Chinatown that might involve his own family. This is adapted by Charles Yu, who's done some writing for TV, including Lodge 49 and Westworld.
Nice.
Also in here are Ronnie Chang and Chloe Bennett from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
And for everybody that's wondering, Jimmy O. Yang, he has been in Silicon Valley, and I think that's the biggest thing he's done.
That's all I know him from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's on Tuesday on Hulu. Also on Tuesday, the third season premiere of Night Court.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, well, they're pairing it up with this new St. Dennis Medical, which is a very funny show. It's worth checking out on NBC.
I tried
Peacock.
to, but I wasn't ready for it.
Yeah,
so.
it's pretty good.
Okay.
Also on Peacock on Thursday is season 2, based on a true story. Kaylee Kawako and Chris Messina. She's obsessed with true crime podcast to the point where she thinks she could solve a local serial killer spree going on.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I know this already, but keep going.
Yeah, and so they finally do track down the serial killer, and they team up. They all team up together reluctantly to do a podcast.
I see.
Yeah.
So all I'm hearing is that there's going to be a crossover with Steve Martin and Selena Gomez and
different companies,
yeah. You say that now, but
different IPs, but yeah, could
I
work.
think it's going to happen.
They remade Cruel Intentions as a series for no reason.
Okay.
That's on Prime Video.
Fine.
Don't care.
Okay.
Also, Mike Schur, the guy who created The Good Place, reunites with Ted Danson for a new series called A Man on the Inside.
What?
Yeah, it's plays a detective who hires Ted Danson to go into undercover at an old folks home to check out the corruption and theft that's going on in there.
Okay.
So he's an undercover geezer.
Do I need to show this to my mom? Because she's in assisted living at this point. I mean,
She could be a mole.
you're saying that, but at the same time, it's like, how much do I want to show this to my mom?
I don't know. I just want to know Stephanie Beatriz from Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Mary Elizabeth Ellis from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia are also in this. So that's pretty good. And let's see, Alien Romulus premieres on Thursday on Hulu.
Oh, okay.
If you hadn't seen that yet.
All right. I have seen that at the office, and it was scary as fuck.
Yeah, so that's kind of all the new stuff this week. I would recommend that Saturday Night Movie again because it's but only if you're familiar with 70s Saturday Night Live.
And that's going to be a lot to delve into
Because
there.
you'll miss a lot if you don't know about the original Saturday Night Live.
And that's going to be a problem. And I think it's a good idea to delve into that history, but at the same time, I know what America's attention span is. It's not good.
Yeah, just do some YouTubes.
That's the problem. That's half the problem right there.
Just YouTube it.
I mean, I did a YouTube rabbit hole of November to Remember for fucking ECW just to do my slam wrestling shit.
Yeah, okay.
But do you trust the American people? I don't.
Well, not anymore, no.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
And let's tell the people what they should be watching harder. I'm going to lead off with, we mentioned the franchise.
Yes.
But it's only for certain people.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for everybody.
Yeah, as we were broadcasting live on air.
As I've said before, if you liked Avenue 5, if you're one of the dozen or so people who liked Avenue 5 from HBO a few years ago, this is for you. Mm-hmm. If you hated Avenue 5, don't even bother.
I should also probably say for all our listeners that we're trying to figure out, should I jump on the Penguin?
Yep. Yes, you should. You can watch the whole thing now.
Oh,
on the Max.
The way it ended?
Oh.
Motherfucker.
Heartbreaking.
Heartbreaking and or typical?
Yeah.
In other words, what we're trying to say is that's your guide key for what's going to happen with the Orange administration. You think I'm lying?
Yeah.
Just talk to me again.
On a lighter note on HBO, I'd recommend Somebody Somewhere, the third and final season with Bridget Everett. Mm-hmm. Fucking hilarious show. And also a little sad. It's got everything. And also, I was previously recommending Sweet Pea on Starz, and I still am, but not really into the way the first season ended, because it highly depends on a second season happening of this British series, Sweet Pea,
you're starring
Ella Purnell. Yeah, so if they don't do a second season, that's just a terrible ending.
And let me just add to that, Landman, you better fucking watch us a little bit harder.
That's on the Paramount Plus.
Just for the Billy Bob Thornton dark humor, which thank God is just a treasure. And also Lioness is fantastic.
Yeah, previously known as Special Ops Lioness.
Yeah, but it's now Lioness because, women, whatever. I don't know. I will just say you got to watch that harder. And
last week I was not hallucinating.
You weren't?
No, I said, I didn't see a new episode of Have I Got News for You in my DVR. Uh-huh. There was supposed to be an episode last week.
Didn't happen.
The Saturday after the election, and they just decided to fuck off. They came back last night, Saturday night.
Oh, they did.
They're back now. It's still funny as ever. This coming Saturday will be the final episode of the season. We'll see if this carries on. I don't know. There might be enough news to make fun of.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot. Oh, God, I'm not ready for this.
And, also blasted through the second season of The Diplomat on Netflix.
Okay.
Only 6 episodes, Kerry Russell. And very good as always. Big ass twist at the end. We're talking...
super twist.
Well, Kerry Russell plays the ambassador to the British Embassy.
Yeah, and keep in mind, Kerry Russell, other than Felicity, she's done some hardcore shit with the Americans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With Matthew Rhys.
Matthew Rhys, yeah.
Reese?
Yes.
Is that the word?
Matthew Rhys, yes.
All right. And
Yeah, she's fantastic in this. God, Allison Janney.
oh yeah.
She plays the Vice President of America.
Yeah. Now, when you get past the fact that she was on Mom on CBS,
But she was also on The West Wing.
Yeah. See?
And the president is played by Michael McKean.
The fuck?
But there's a big fucking twist at the end of this second season.
In other words, you got to watch harder.
Oh, man. It's going to be
Harder.
It's going to set up a very bizarre third season if it happens.
No, I'm hearing you, all our listeners, all 12 of you, and you're going, this is too much. Why are you giving us too much? And I'm going to answer you right away.
That's what we do, right?
Yeah, well, we give you that much for the simple reason. Do you really want to focus on reality right
no,
fuck
you don't.
now?
No, you don't. No.
No, you don't.
Yeah, so...
We're doing you a favor.
Yeah, and we're going to get out of here now. I would urge you to follow me, Bill Frost, under the handle Bill Frost SLC or Bill_Frost on Twitter. I've been doing daily TV tonight, recommending 2 shows you should watch tonight.
Okay.
Every day so far of the week. And, it's some of them are things we've talked about here. Some of them are not.
Yeah.
It's just 2 things. Follow me on Twitter, Blue Sky, Threads, Facebook. I do it all there.
Yeah, I'm going to say you should follow me on Facebook. I'm on Threads as well as Blue Sky. I've been there for a while. I'm just sort of re-upping my Blue Sky creds.
Blue Sky's having a moment.
Strange how it's happening that way. Who knew?
Yeah.
And let's see.
We want to thank our sponsors.
Well, that's easy. We got to thank Madame Patarini Gin. Oh, wait. We're going to get canceled because we're mentioning Madame Patarini Gin. Madame Patarini, a.k.a. Brigham Morris Young, was the 35th child of Brigham Young in 1855. I'm reading from the label here. After returning from a second church mission in Hawaii. So what we're saying is, we're just so canceled.
It's gin with a story.
It's gin with a story here from Ogden's own distillery, but they got the 5 Wives vodka, 5 Husbands vodka. If you're going to do, gay pride, you better do it sooner than later. Let's not lie. Also, then there's the Underground. Then there's the cans they do. The Porter's Fire, the Porter's Peter Butter Whiskey. But guess what? You can also do some of our other fine sponsors. Sugar House Distillery, Outlaw Distillery, and the Bohemian Brewery Distillery. They do beer. Yeah, because you like beer. Not in that creepy way.
Beer is good food.
Yeah, beer is good food, not in the creepy way. Brett Kavanaugh. I'm just saying that beer is great. And, of course, you should also visit Boustique. They got glassware. They got things to mix up your drinks. And they also got some non-alcoholic drinks. No judgment.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. We have T-shirts. We have T-shirts we still have left that you need to purchase. I'm talking to you. You need that for the holidays. So give it to your wife. Give it to your husband. Give it to your baby.
Your bishop.
We should do that. Just as a gag.
Yeah.
So give it to them. We're going to give it to you only for the low price of $10. Send us an email, tv10podcast@gmail.com, t-shirt me now, and just give us your name, your address, your shirt size, whether you do Venmo or PayPal. Nope, we don't do crypto. We're not there yet.
Or ever.
Or I hope not, especially with what's going to be coming in the Orange Agenda. Oh, God, I need to drink harder.
Yeah. So we got all that taken care of, and on that note, I'm going to say goodnight, America.
And if we're going to go what we do in the shadows, jiggle that handle there, dear boy, because Gizmo, it's time to flush. There's only me and my
Chase. Gilda Radner. Dan how the fuck do you pronounce this? Aykroyd. Dan Aykroyd. 50 minutes, everybody. Lorraine Hillman.
You nervous?
No, not really. I mean, I've only got a couple bits, the jury thing and a TV host.
Cool. Say, you ever wonder exactly what it is you are doing here?
Yeah, and I think I've got a pretty good idea.
And what is that?
Well, Garrett, I'll tell you, I like to give 100% in everything I do.
And I like a dish soap that does that too. So alive, so young, so alluring, so exotic, so hypnotic, so manipulative, so sadistically abusive, so cartoonishly abhorrent. You see, when it comes to my skin and my sensitive parts, I only trust 100% American-made steel wool. Strong enough for a man, but whimsical and helpless enough for a woman. And don't wait. Act now. Act like your very life depends on it. Act like your children's lives depend on it. Act like the children in Africa's lives depend on it.